You. Over here.
I admit it. I'm attracted to the darker side of life. It's why I got into this business.
You know the best way into a bank vault? Get to know the banker. Me and Angia Stower have gotten real close, if you know what I mean. She calls me her little lender bee. But why am I telling you my plan? Get lost, you piker.
Stop that thief!
Curse it! I haven't even done anything yet!
You there? Want to earn some coin and confound the law? Happened to spot a certain thief scamper up the wall behind me to escape that lion guard captain. Course you did. A skeever can always sniff out another skeever. If you're in the business of risk and reward, I've got a proposition for you. Yep, skeever. As in a sharp cutter with a nose for opportunity. That thief was Quen. She needs help with a caper. Preferably from a stranger in town. Someone not concerned about breaking a few of the king's laws. You interested? First, throw that lion guard off Quen's trail. Then go talk to her about the caper. It involves a rare and valuable item in a rich lord's estate. Naturally, you'll get a cut. But she plans to use it to form the local gangs into a new thieves' guild. One step at a time. Get rid of Captain Sansone over there. Tell him you saw the thief he was chasing head out of town. Then go meet up with Quen at the Rosy Lion Inn. Tell her Nevo sent you, and she'll fill you in on what comes next. A friend. If that's true, she'll be pleased to see you. As far as the details, it's not my story to tell. Ask Quen. She hired me to find her some qualified outside talent to work with. I'd say you fit the bill, Cutter. She's new in town. Arrived on a ship from Abba's Landing a few weeks back. I hear she's high up in the Thieves Guild there, and came to lend our local gangs a hand. Anyway, Quen cleverly hired me to keep her informed, and she pays well. Quen must have powerful enemies back in Hugh's Bane. Someone drew up a royal warrant for her arrest, and sent copies throughout the Covenant. Captain Sansone's a diligent sort, so he's been watching for her. Just bad luck he spotted her, I guess. Me? No. They call me Skeever, but I don't do capers. And I avoid the law. Especially Captain Sansone, who knows me well. I deal in information. If it happens in Daggerfall, I hear all about it, and I pass it to my friends, for a small fee. Why should I? Skeevers are clever, resourceful, quick to sniff out opportunity, and they're everywhere. They get fat on what the fine people of society throw away. I admire them, Cutter. No shame in that.
You there! Did you see a dark-haired high elf woman run by? She's a dangerous fugitive and must be apprehended. I'm tracking Queneth, a thief from Abba's Landing. Also goes by the name of Quen. King Casimir issued a royal warrant for her arrest, for crimes against the kingdom and the Covenant. That's enough for me. Quickly now, which way did she go? Truly? She's more heinous than I thought. Likely seeking passage on the next ship to sail from port. Don't worry, she won't escape me again. She can't be far. I'll get her this time.
Well done, Cutter. Quen's waiting at the Rosy Lion, so get moving. Go on. Off to the Rosy Lion Inn with you. Quen can fill in the details and tell you what she needs. And don't worry, Captain Sansone might be relentless, but he's also pretty gullible. He shouldn't bother you or Quen for a while.
If your information's correct, we have to move quickly.
I agree. The leaders of the three gangs need to see some results, or this guild idea of yours will be finished before it starts.
Now this is a surprise. What in the world are you doing in Daggerfall? I have so much to tell you, which should probably wait since I'm a little busy at the moment, but I definitely want to catch up later. You got rid of the captain? Impressive. And Nevo has an excellent sense of timing. Basil here just told me our Mark plans to sell the object of our attention, so we need to move fast. How do you feel about breaking into Iveria's estate? A rather old book, the Codex Vornet. It's said to hold the secret of Sage Vornet's legendary repository, the Nowhere Vault. Lord Iveri recently acquired the tome and keeps it locked in his strong room. I want to get my hands on that book. Can't get the one without the other. But it's not for me. It's unite the thieves of Daggerfall. They've been forced together by the threat of a powerful cartel. But bickering and distrust holds them back. The Nowhere Vault can change that. Go upstairs and retrieve the estate map left for me in a jewelry box. I'd go myself, but someone rented the room. And thanks to Sansone, the less attention I draw right now, the better. Then meet me at Iveria Estate, on the north side of the city. Basil sent word to the Thieves Guild in Abar's Landing, looking for advice on how to form a guild here in Glenumbra. I was dispatched to help the 3 Daggerfall gangs set aside their differences and work together. So far, it's not going that well. Since the rise of the Coldane Cartel, definitely. Part mercantile guild, part criminal syndicate, they're intent on crushing smaller gangs. If we can't help Daggerfall's thieves stand together, I fear they'll fall to the cartel. Abar's Landing could use allies in High Rock. When our people need to lay low, they could hide here. When we have goods too well known to fence back home, we could sell them here. Naturally, we'd do the same for Daggerfall's thieves. It's a win-win. That's a good question. The Lion Guard generally leaves thieves like me to the city guards, but Captain Sansone is relentless. Apparently he received a warrant for my arrest for crimes against the realm. Serious enough. It means the warrant has the royal stamp of approval. Seems a message from Abar's Landing reached King Casimir soon after I arrived here, and he signed for my arrest. Obviously, it's some sort of mistake. Not while I still have work to do. I can't afford to spend months in a cell while some magistrate tries to determine my innocence. And if it's not a mistake, if someone has plotted against me, I might never leave that cell. I've been good. Things in Abar's Landing are much better than they were when you last visited. We're comfortable in our situation these days. In fact, I travel a lot, looking for opportunities to work with thieves in other cities. Velsa is still Velsa, and Walk Softly is just as dapper as ever. Plus, the guild's prospering under Zira. She has a gift for strategy. She saw an opportunity here and sent me. A smart move, if I can bring these 3 gangs together. We can get into all that later. Right now, let's concentrate on the Iveria Estate and securing the Codex. The leaders of the Daggerfall gangs are good, but knowing I've got you to help out too, well, now I feel much better about our prospects.
I am pleased to see Quen has a friend she trusts. This is a sensitive matter. My daughter Celine likes to tease me about my obsession with Sage Vornet's legendary book, but I assure you it's quite real. Now, retrieve the map and be on your way.
Go upstairs and retrieve the estate map left for me in a jewelry box. I'd go myself, but someone rented the room.
This is the life, isn't it?
Sorry, Walker. You have more work to do to reach this one's rank, yes?
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
Gwen's gone on ahead. Good luck, stranger. I would hate for you to disappoint her. Good luck at the estate. Sage Vornet's codex could lead to riches beyond imagining. Not just wealth, but knowledge, magic, power. Pulling off such a heist is just the thing to get our three disparate gangs to realize the value of working together. I've always been fascinated with the stories about Sage Vornet. He's a true Breton hero. I became particularly intrigued with the tales of his vault, and the book that described its secrets and how to access them. The Codex Vornet. Lord Avery collects rare Breton manuscripts and other items of historical importance. He acquired the Codex and offered it for sale. I made a bid, but he rescinded the offer. Then I learned he plans to sell it to someone else this very day. There are tales of people who claim they found the Nowhere Vault. Proof is sadly lacking, however. I suspect the Codex's clues are too obtuse for casual treasure hunters or collectors like Lord Avery. We'll know more once you and Quen acquire it.
Over here! This is the spot. You got the map? It's amazing what a few coins slipped to the right servant can buy. Let's have a look. Ah, the larder. That's our way in. And hopefully the first step in bringing Daggerfall's gangs together as a proper thieves' guild. Celine Menant controls House Menant. Her people are burglars and swindlers. Edwayne's street hawks consist of footpads and pickpockets working the streets of Daggerfall, while Abrazier's roadsworn conduct highway robberies of caravans and travelers. That's still an open question. Basil, who ran House Menant before turning it over to his daughter, petitioned my guild for assistance. The three gangs are trying to resist the more aggressive Caldane cartel, but the leaders don't get along. That's my plan in a nutshell. Now pick the lock while I keep watch. Then we sneak to the larder door on the south corner of the house and slip inside. Lord Avery keeps his rarest tomes in the house's strong room. That's where we'll find the Codex. Don't forget the part where we slip away with no one the wiser. Avoid bloodshed and don't draw attention to yourself. We don't want the city guard or Captain Sensone looking to pin a murder on me when we're done here. Good going. Now let's get in there. Meet you at the larder door. Just avoid the sentries. We don't want to kill anyone. Who locks a servant's door anyway? Never mind, I've got it. So far, so good. Let's find ourselves... Excellent. No servants in sight. Time to... Wait! Get down!
Bridget says the Major Domo has one key to the strong room. The other's in Iveri's nightstand.
I'll get it. His room's in the North Hall, right? Any valuables I pass along the way, I'm helping myself.
Whatever. Bridget said what's in the strong room is all that matters. So let's get that key.
Coldane Cartel thugs? What are they doing here? We need to rethink things. I wasn't expecting to find the Coldane Cartel prowling the estate. Oh, Basil said Lord Iveri had a new buyer, but I didn't think it would be these ruffians. I can't believe they're after the Codex too. One and the same. They claim to be a mercantile guild, but they're just violent thugs bent on dominating High Rock's criminal underworld. The thieves we're helping are the only ones still willing to stand up to the cartel. Doesn't matter. They're after the keys to the strong room. We need to get them first. I'll find the Major Domo's key. You get the one in the Lord's bedchamber. We'll meet at the strong room, which the map indicates is upstairs by the banquet hall. Don't even jest. The cartel has a way of sniffing out anyone who crosses them. I'd rather let them take the Codex and just steal it back from them later. Kill a Coldane thug or one of Lord Iveri's sentries only if you have no other choice. Get the key from the bedchamber, then meet me by the banquet hall upstairs.
Mother Mara, I hope my husband knows what he's doing. Coldane's brutes are simply awful.
You don't belong here. You have to go. Are you mad? Get out of here!
There you are. Come on, it's this way. Two locks. Clever. We need to turn our keys at the same time. As the Britons say, voila, we're in. Look for the codex, and anything else that catches your eye. I want to make sure that's all we need. Looks intriguing. Hang on to it so we can show Basil later. You found the codex? Great! That's everything. You found the Codex Vornet and an amulet? Huh. Prowler's Talisman. Name's engraved right on it. Not sure what this Prowler's Talisman does, but maybe Basil has some idea. I did find papers related to the Codex, though. An heirloom that's a key. Interesting. And why is Lord Iveri keeping it in the bank instead of this strong room? Looking at the Codex, I can't read a word of it. I hope Basil can help us decipher it. Lord Iveri couldn't read a word of the Codex either. In the notes I found, he speculated that it's magically encrypted. He planned to ask the Mages Guild about some new research that might help decipher it. Time to go. Here, let me have the Codex. You did a good job staying out of sight, but those cartel thugs we saw could arrive at any moment. Let's take a different route out of the estate. The map shows a side passage leading from this room. We should be able to stay out of sight, but mind your step anyway. You may have noticed, Lord Iveri has several valuable pieces on display. Feel free to grab something on the way out. This way. I don't want those cartel thugs to find us here. Go on, through the sliding panel. I'm right behind you. We'll escape through the walls. Excellent. The passage should keep us hidden from...
I'll be damned if I'm going to give Coldane the Codex now. I'm done with your cartel.
Let's see what's going on.
Now, Lord Iveri. The cartel's here to protect you. No need to get angry.
My estate is crawling with your thugs. Someone stole a key from my major domo. We're finished here.
No one walks away from a deal with Gavin Coldane and lives, my lord.
The cartel's not playing around. Time for us to leave. Meet me at the Thieves' Den in the Daggerfall Outlaws' Refuge. Oh, I can't leave this. But we need to go. Grab anything not bolted down and run for it before they catch us.
Lord Iveri should have hired better guards. Got
Gotcha, you sneak! And I'll take those pretty trinkets, too. Perfect. We'll tell the city guards we found Lord Iveri's killer.
Yes, sir, Fan. They're tied up tight. Huh? What was that?
I'll untie you. One moment. Half of Daggerfall's looking for Quen. That should do it. Now, head to the Thieves' Den. Quen will want a full report.
This one won't tell anybody we were here.
Your nose where it don't belong, sneak. Your nose where it don't belong, sneak. Let me introduce you to my allies. To my allies. Your nose where it don't belong, sneak. Let me introduce you to my allies. To my ally. goes where it don't belong, snake. To my ally. Let me introduce you to my ally. Cartel will see to that.
That was an exit. Quen said you might come this way. Keep going, Cutter. I'll make sure you aren't followed. Quen's waiting for you back at the Thieves' Den. You'll find it in the Outlaw's Refuge. If you don't know your way around Daggerfall, there's an entrance just outside the city's east gate. Quen asked me to watch the estate. Make sure you made a clean escape and misdirect any pursuit away from the Thieves' Den. You'll be happy to know you're halfway to Rivenspire already. What was all that racket inside? The cartel. Those thugs are nothing but trouble. How much you want to wager they're already blaming some bloody-handed housebreakers for the Lord's death? Get to the Thieves' Den and stay out of sight. I'll cover your tracks.
It's not that much to ask.
I hope you've got deep, loose pockets.
You spit on our laws, I spit on you. Go away.
Codex Fournette. I knew Father's inquiries would pay off.
All I see are pages covered in gibberish. What good is a book we can't read?
Edwayne's using his head for once. Old stories don't fill my coin purse. We need to take down the cartel.
I'm telling you, this changes everything. Ah, Gwen's accomplice is back. Might I have a word?
Go ahead. Talk to Basil. He knows more about relics and musty old tomes than anyone else here. Come back and we'll talk when you're finished with him.
Every time I turn around, there's someone new down here. No idea who you are or what business you've got with Basil, but go ahead and humor the old burglar. I want to see what this is all about.
I'm beginning to suspect old Basil there is not as retired as he claims to be. I'd talk to him if I were you, stranger. We'll get around to introductions soon enough.
My father spoke of meeting a fascinating stranger at the Rosy Lion. That must have been you. Well, go ahead and speak with him. I'm sure we'll become better acquainted soon enough.
I apologize for intruding back there. I'm sure you would have found your way out of that predicament without my assistance. Still, I was in position to lend a helping hand, so I did. A simple precaution, you must understand. As I only just met you, and I'm still evaluating Quen, it only seemed prudent. Now that I'm retired, I do my best to find ways to be useful. That was in my own self-interest. No doubt the cartel planned to bleed you for information before they let the city guard find you. The less Coldane's thugs know about me, the better. Now, Quen says you found an amulet. May I see it? Why, this is the Prowler's talisman. There's a story about a thief who found this in the Nowhere Vault, but what became of it remained a mystery. Well, until now. Hang on to it, friend. It could prove useful, if the stories are to be believed. It's said to aid thieves in some way, and that it can be made more powerful. I know someone who specializes in such trinkets. I'll send for them, and they can tell us more. I have no idea how Iveri got his hands on it, but it's yours now.
Well, we've got the Codex. If we can figure out how to use it. Let's talk, partner. Welcome to our thieves' den, partner. I filled the Daggerfall gang leaders in on our work at the estate, and the trouble with the Coldane cartel. As expected, none of us are happy to learn that they're interested in the Codex too. Indeed, good thieves, all of them. But they still don't completely trust each other, and they aren't totally sure about me. I'll introduce you to them soon enough. What happened after we split up? Sorry to hear that. A thief's work always gets more complicated when violence becomes necessary. I was fortunate enough to slip away without running into any trouble. Still, I'm glad you made it out of the estate. How did you manage it? After the cartel murdered Lord Iveri, it was clear they weren't going to be reasonable. I doubt they gave you a choice, but that's the life of a thief. Sometimes the unexpected gets in the way of the best plans. Were you able to grab any loot? Basil told me he found you in a situation. Don't worry, he didn't mention it to anyone else. Luckily, I grabbed a few things on the way out, and you're entitled to a share. But yet, we got the Codex. This partnership is off to a great start. Exactly. You and me, two outsiders, working to turn 3 rival gangs into a proper thieves guild. Retrieving the Codex Fournette was just the first step in my plan. And we did it right under the nose of the Coldane cartel. Good work, partner. The threat of the Coldane cartel forced the Daggerfall gangs together, but it's a brittle alliance. To convince them to form a proper thieves guild, we stole the Codex Vornet. But before we can see where it leads, we have a puzzle to solve. Three puzzles, in fact. What research did Lord Iveri want from the Mages Guild? Is that our only way to decipher the Codex? And how does the key stored in the Bank of Daggerfall fit in? Add that the Coldane cartel, and it's a lot to deal with. Talk to the gang leaders, Celine, Edwayne, and Abrasia. Engage them with tasks to invest them in our puzzles. They don't trust each other, and they don't trust me. But you're new. Iveri Estate showed me you have potential. What do you say? To find the Nowhere Vault, we need to decipher the Codex. So, get Edwayne to help with the Mages Guild, Celine to assist at the bank, and Abrasia to figure out the cartel's role in all this. Also, I brought in job brokers, in case you want more to do. I leave that to you. Abrasia can be impatient, so I wouldn't keep her waiting too long. On the other hand, we don't know much about the research Lord Iveri wanted from the Mages Guild. It could be another book, or a visiting scholar about to leave. Things can sit in a bank forever. Still, Lord Iveri's heirs now own this key or heirloom he left in the bank. If the Coldane cartel gets to them, we might lose it. All three jobs seem urgent to me, so pick one to start and do your best. They don't agree on anything. Oh, Edwayne and Celine agree Abrasia is a violent thug, while Abrasia and Edwayne see Celine as a spoiled dilettante. But that's not very helpful for finding common ground. Which leader do you want to ask about? Don't let the fine clothes and graceful manners fool you. Celine is a very capable burglar. She studies her marks with care, devising clever ways to slip into a noble's vault or mingle with wealthy guests. No one ever realizes she's a thief. It's true that Edwayne and Abrasia lead larger gangs, but Basil, and now Celine, have built House Menant into an efficient criminal operation nestled within Daggerfall's elite society. They're experts at retrieving high-value hauls. Abrasia's a wild one. She's a notorious highway robber who leads a gang called the Roadsworn. They plunder caravans and raid trading posts, taking what they want at sword point. It's reckless, but Abrasia makes it seem romantic. Abrasia doesn't bother to steal from the common folk, and she doesn't hurt anyone who isn't trying to hurt her. But yes, she's left plenty of caravan guards dead in the road. Abrasia laughs at danger and lives loud. Her Roadsworn love her for it. Abrasia and her Roadsworn were the first gang to attract the attention of the Coldane cartel. Most likely because of her interest in caravans and trading posts. She's hurt the cartel's legitimate mercantile businesses, such as they are. Edwayne grew up as a pickpocket on the streets, stealing to survive. Many gutter snipes don't get far in life, but Edwayne made lots of friends and learned to use his wits. He's clever, cautious, and popular with the common folk. Many of them see Edwayne and his street hawks as protectors. They guard the streets from more violent criminals, and take care not to steal more than people can bear to lose. Edwayne's not only a skilled thief, he has eyes and ears everywhere. I have no preference. Basil reached out and I'm just here to help. That's why I want to see how they cooperate when given a common goal. They need to decide for themselves which vision is ultimately best for the guild. That's not up to me. Certainly. The tip board here features quick jobs such as pickpocketing or safe box pilfering in various locations. They turn over fast, so you should see something different there every day. Up above, you'll find Heist Master Farandar. He oversees risky, time-sensitive jobs that offer high rewards. Or you could check the reacquisition board in the next room. Jocelyn Media is always looking for help recovering lost property. To find the Nowhere Vault, we need to decipher.
Ah, you're the one Basil told me about. The thief who found the Prowler's talisman. May I see it? Remarkable. It's been a long-held dream of mine to get to examine this item of myth and legend. Oh, there's so much more to tell. It was one of Sage Vornet's prized possessions. When it's fully restored, it can grant its wearer tremendous power. Especially useful for someone in your line of work. Even like this, it's a remarkable relic. Look closely. See those tiny settings along the center? Gemstones slide into them, each one a focused source of power that amplifies the talisman's magic. I can't say whether the sage removed them himself, or if time simply scattered them. You bring it straight to me. I've studied this talisman enough to fit each stone properly and coax the magic back into place. And I'll admit it, I'd love to see the Prowler's talisman reach its full potential. I'd wager at least one of them is still hiding in the Nowhere Vault. As for the rest, I'll need some time to look into it. If the talisman's been passed from hand to hand, the stones could be scattered across half of Tamriel. I'll see what I can learn.
So, you got into it with the Coldane cartel? Huh, about time somebody did. They're going to kill us all if we don't do something about them. Which is the only reason I'm even talking to the Menants and the Street Hawks. What happened on Quinn's job? Obviously, they somehow got word we were after the Nowhere Vault and decided to swoop in. But Quinn's right. We need more information. And I know where to begin. The Red Rook bandits at Illisan Tower. We can dig up some answers there. The Red Rooks work for the cartel. Besides, Coldane hides his criminal activity so the cartel appears legitimate. Mercenaries and vassal gangs do all the dirty work. Around Daggerfall, that's the Red Rooks and their chief Dremic. My road sworn have taken the brunt of the cartel's abuse, and some of them are former Red Rooks. Coldane sends written orders to Dremic, so we go pay him a visit. Or, meet me in the dungeon under the tower if you have something else to do first.
The guild always needs extra coin, and you'll get your cut of any business you bring in. What's not to love?
I couldn't help over here. It's one of my talents. I'm not sure if I'll ever see eye to eye with the Menants or the Roadsworn, but that's not on you. I am interested in what Quinn was saying about research from the Mages Guild, though. Well, that certainly goes along with some information that recently came to my attention. I got word that a Telvanni emissary arrived in Daggerfall with papers to add to the guild's archives. Papers about Sage Burnett. Intriguing, isn't it? Hasn't Quinn told you? I have friends all over this town. No one looks twice at beggars or street sweepers, yet they see and hear everything. And mages do like to talk. But stealing from the Mages Guild Hall can be tricky. They have magic, you know. Simple. We pickpocket it. It's easier to lift a parcel from whoever's carrying it before Master Gaillard locks it up in the archives. Let me know when you're ready, or if there's something you need to do first. I'll meet you at the Mages Guild.
If a guild means I get more work, then all the better. I want to sleep in a fancy bed with pillows one day.
Quinn's onto something, daughter. The Nowhere Vault is exactly the job this Thieves Guild needs.
We're hardly a Thieves Guild, Father. At least not yet. But I agree. The Nowhere Vault is too tempting a target to ignore.
I am merely an interested spectator, friend. I retired from this life ages ago. My daughter handles all House Menant's business now. You should talk to her. Oh, and seek out Mylan Deshery here in the den to learn more about the Prowler's Talisman.
Ah, Quen's partner. Truly a pleasure. I understand you already met my father, Basil. Is there something I or House Menant can help you with? Indeed. One wonders if Lord Iveri sent this key to the bank specifically so the Coldane cartel wouldn't find it in his manor when they came to call. If so, we should stroll over and retrieve it. You can go anywhere you like if you appear to belong there, and perhaps arrange a distraction. A keen ear for gossip, some light words, or a little kindness to the right people can take you far. Of course, somnol powder helps. Here, a packet of somnol powder. Toss it near an inconvenient guard or nosy witness, and they briefly fall asleep on their feet. Very useful for slipping by someone without fuss or bloodshed. Do you want me to give you a demonstration? See the dummy there? Try tossing the powder at its feet. Excellent! I'd say you've got the hang of it. As you can see, throwing a packet of somnol powder is easier than tossing a dagger, and far less bloody. No permanent injuries. We may find it useful for our work at the bank today. Certainly. You'll learn to determine when somnol powder will be useful. I hear vendors in the Thieves' Den plan to sell it soon, but I'll replenish your stock as needed when we meet at the bank. Remember, we want to avoid regrettable occurrences, The best way is to stage a distraction, of course. My father and I will take care of that. We can provide you with the opportunity you'll need to withdraw Lord Iveri's valuables without anyone being the wiser. Shall we be on our way? Naturally. I shall await you at the bank, my dear. After all, it never hurts to take some time and chat up the guards before this sort of undertaking. Lull their suspicions, so to speak.
Which is it to be, my friend? The bank, the Mages Guild, or Illisan Tower? Whatever your decision, I am sure it will be the right one.
I saw you speaking with our 3 gang leaders. No one left in a huff, so I guess your conversations went well. Choose someone to work with and get started, partner.